Hi everyone, welcome back to Islam Unbox. Today we'll be talking about the student who was killed in Nigeria a few days ago. She was killed because she was accused of blasphemy in northern Nigeria. She was a student. This reminds me of what happened in Pakistan of several months ago. A man who was working in Pakistan as a manager of a textile plant who was beaten up and burned to death. And he was also accused of blasphemy because he threw a piece of paper that contains the name of Muhammad. Now, this something so stupid like this has to be, I don't know what to say, right? Half of Muslim males are Muhammad. Now, if the, there's a piece of paper says Muhammad, it doesn't always mean Prophet Muhammad. But they killed him anyway and burned him to death. The same thing happened with this student from northern Nigeria a couple of days ago. She was also beaten up and burned to death. Now, people do not understand, Muslims especially Muslims, they do not understand blasphemy. Now, blasphemy actually cannot be punished by human. Blasphemy is a matter between that person and the Creator and God. And God alone can punish that person if that person really did something blasphemous. This is not stealing a car. Stealing a car, you can see the car belongs to someone, a person. So, because of that, another person can be the judge. But blasphemy cannot be judged by any human. And sadly, this keeps going on. But anyway, this thing reminds me of also of this hadith. Let me read it out for you. Let me tell you the story from hadith about the urges Muhammad had when Muslims do not get up and pray in the morning. Let me read for you from Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 657. Narrated Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, no prayer is heavier among the hypocrites than the Fajr and the Isha prayers. And if they knew what is in them in reward, they would have attended them, even if it was crawling. Certainly, I felt the urge to order the muaddin, the call maker, so that he would pronounce ikama, then order a man to lead the people in prayer. Then take a flame of fire so that I burn the houses upon those who had not left for the prayer yet. So Muhammad was so upset. He didn't when he saw people, not too many people coming for Fajr prayer, especially. So he got these urges to burn their houses. Now, even though, actually, of course, if you don't realize, in Islam, actually it is prohibited to punish someone with fire because they say that kind of punishment belongs to Allah alone. No, so sometimes when I see Muslims burning, people, I got upset, I got angry. But In a way, huh, I think to myself, wow, they cannot even follow their religion correctly. But then again, I cannot blame Muslim for not being able to follow Islam correctly. Why? Because Muhammad had these urges to burn the houses of people who do not live for prayer. And of course, let me read you from Ibn Ishaq, Sirah Rasul. This is how Muhammad, when Muhammad wanted to get treasure from Kinana. Kinana was from Jewish tribe, and he held the treasure for this tribe. And Muhammad wanted him to give the, the treasure to him, to Muhammad. And Kinana refused. And this is what Kinana got for refusing. Let me read you this passage from Ibn Ishaq. Kinana al-Rabi, who had the custody of the treasure of Banu Nadir, was brought to the apostle, who asked him about it. He denied that he knew where it was. A Jew came to the apostle and said that he had seen Kinana going round a certain ruin every morning early. When the apostle said to Kinana, "Do you know that if we find you have it, I shall kill you?" He said, "Yes." The apostle gave orders that the ruin was to be excavated, and some of the treasure was found. When he asked him about the rest, he refused to produce it. So the apostle gave orders to Al-Zubair al-Awam, "Torture him until you extract what he has." So he kindled a fire with flint and steel on his chest until he was nearly died. Then the apostle delivered him to Muhammad bin Maslama, and he struck off his head in revenge for his brother Mahmud. So now this from also from Ta'al Tabari, volume 8, page 122. The prophet gave order concerning Kinana to Zubair, saying, "Torture him until you root out and extract what he has." So Zubair kindled a fire on Kinana's chest, twirling it with his fire sticks until Kinana was nearly die. Then the messenger gave him to Maslamah, who beheaded him. So, in one hand, Islam says do not punish with fire because that kind of punishment belongs to Allah alone. And now we hear this news how Muslims beaten up people, men and women, to death and burn them too with fire. So again, do not if you wonder why Muslim doing this, well, we have to see the prophet they're following. Even their prophet cannot even follow the religion. So what can you say about the followers, right? But us, for us who knows, who know Christ, we have to be patient and leave this to God as the final judge. We have to remember what Jesus said, do not judge. Right? Jesus did not want us to judge, so we won't be judged at the end. But Muslims do not understand this because they do not have Jesus. First of all, they do not follow Jesus. They say they believe in Jesus, but they do not follow in Jesus. I follow in ghosts, but I do not follow ghosts. I don't care about ghosts. I believe in Muhammad, the prophet of Islam, but I do not follow Muhammad. What I say I believe in Muhammad, I just meant I believed he was a liar. He was a fake prophet, but nothing more than that. For those who believe in Jesus, God bless you all. For those who follow Muhammad, God bless you too. Have a nice life.